427 wickets in 81 test matches, a stunning average of around 24, and he gets a batsman out in every 52 balls. What do you call a bowler with such brilliant statistics? A good spinner? No. We must call him a legend, right? Well, this is Ravichandran Ashwin, the most underrated and unfairly treated cricketer in modern times. Hello, I'm Siddharth, and as a cricket lover who spent his entire childhood and teenage years watching the sport of cricket, I'm here to talk about the greatest mystery around the Indian cricket team. No, you perhaps got it wrong. I'm not going to talk about the speculations of a feud between Test keeper Virat Kohli and white ball captain Rohit Sharma. I'm going to talk about the unfair treatment meted out to one of India's all-time best spinners, Ravichandran Ashwin. And I'm not going to hold back. I'm going to speak my mind today, especially after the recent controversy involving former India head coach Ravi Shastri and Ashwin. Hi and welcome. You're watching TFI English, the national socio-political analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. In this video, I will tell you a story about the injustice and the unfair stepmotherly treatment of an Indian cricket star. Let's begin. Remember the 2011 World Cup? Well, how can any cricket lover forget it? The powerful six by MS Dhoni that brought the cup home after 28 years. Those magnificent spells by Zaheer Khan. Those crisp boundaries by Sehwag to open the game in a blistering fashion. Or those monumental efforts by gutsy Yuvraj Singh. We cannot forget it. But try hard. You're forgetting something. A newcomer made his World Cup debut against West Indies in 2011, gave away 41 runs and got 2 wickets. This is how Ashwin came into limelight. In the quarter-final, he took the all-important wickets of Shane Watson and Ricky Ponting. You know you don't just start playing international cricket and dismiss Ponting in a World Cup knockout game. I knew that Ashwin was up for something. He had made his debut in 2010 and in less than a year, Ashwin showed that he had a lot more to offer. Yet, Ashwin never got his due. Critics often compared him with the likes of Anil Kumble and Harbhajan Singh. They complained that he was not as good as Kumble or Harbhajan because he got rank turners to bowl on. Well, to be very honest, even Kumble and Harbhajan were not bowling on flat surfaces. An Indian test match surface was always meant to offer turn and bamboozle Australian or English batsmen. If they can't handle spin, it is their problem, just like it is Team India's problem if its batsmen cannot handle bounce and seam in overseas venues. And if Ashwin got rank turners to bowl on, he did offer a much better average, while Kumble and Harbhajan Singh ended with career averages of 29.6 and 32.5 respectively. Ashwin usually concedes just 24.1 runs on average before picking up his next victim. And when it comes to bowling in difficult venues like the SENA countries, that is, South Africa, England, New Zealand and Australia, Ashwin gets criticized unfairly all over again. In Australia, Harbhajan Singh bowled at an average of 73.22 and Ashwin bowled at an average of 42.15. In England, Harbhajan had a bowling average of 49.79, whereas Ashwin maintains a fairly decent average of 28.11. In fact, in New Zealand also, Ashwin bowled a good average of 33. Though Harbhajan has a better average of 24.19 in New Zealand, Ashwin has bowled only 29 overs in New Zealand, which is not a good amount of bowling to judge a spinner. And then those who compare Ashwin to Harbhajan and Kumble don't take the off-spinner's batting skills into consideration. The man has 5 hundreds in his name and a career average of over 27, which is no mean feat for a bowling all-rounder. Recently, Ashwin pointed out that he considered taking retirement between 2018 and 2020. He also recounted how he felt crushed when Shastri coined Kuldeep Yadav as the team's frontline overseas spinner in 2019. Shastri had then said, "There is a time for everyone, but now Kuldeep is our frontline number 1 overseas spinner." Following Ashwin's remarks, Ravi Shastri had said, "My job is not to butter everyone's toast. My job is to state facts without agenda." Shastri added, "If my statement on Kuldeep hurt Ashwin, I'm glad I made that statement. It made him to do something different." Shastri said that it wasn't his job to butter everyone's toast. He didn't say it wasn't his job to butter anyone's toast. In any case, Ashwin was the one who did not win favour with the then Team India coach. There are players who got an extended run despite poor performance, and Ashwin was being sidetracked for injuries that are a part and parcel of any sport. Things frankly went a bit too far when the off-spinner was dropped from white ball cricket in July 2017 and was sidetracked in limited overs cricket for a long time. Could anyone among us have imagined Kumble getting dropped from test matches or Harbhajan getting dropped from any format of the game at the peak of their careers? No, right? Then why was Ashwin left out? He was bowling really well, to be honest. It is not as if he does not have the skills to bowl in the shorter formats of the game. In the T20 format in particular, he has a stunning economy of 6.79 per over, even though he has bowled to the best in the world. You don't look for replacements when you have a champion bowler doing all the hard work for you. Even today, Ashwin has better economy rates in both ODIs and T20s than Kuldeep Yadav and Chahal, who were supposed to replace him. Had Ashwin been persisted with without any attempts to drop him over minor issues, he would have played more matches and taken more wickets. With 427 test wickets, he is next only to two big legends of the game, Kapil Dev and Anil Kumble. In any case, Ashwin remains one of the biggest match winners. Still, he is also the most underrated and unfairly treated bowler.